today we will start with Gurudev's Pravachan so that we can keep our recitation same moment with the rest of the members.
Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha।
तो एक ही परमात्मा है, वही ब्रह्म है, वही महद ब्रह्म है, वही शब्द ब्रह्म है। शब्द भी उधर से निकलता है। एक गौरी को नाद ब्रह्म कहते हैं, यहाँ से नाद से जो आवाज उठती है। और बच्चे की आप देखो आवाज बड़ी तेज होती है। अच्छा, यहाँ बच्चा जब किलकारी मारता है, ए करता है, तो आवाज नीचे तक जाती है। लेकिन बच्चे का बाप और बच्चे की माँ ऐसी आवाज नहीं कर सकते, और नहीं उस आवाज में वो सुरीलापन भी होता है, बच्चे का होता है। समुद्र की आवाज इतनी होती है, खाली लहर की आवाज इतनी होती है, 6 मील तक आवाज जाती है। जाएगी किसी की 6 मील तक आवाज। तो एक ही पानी है, उसका ये सब है। आप कहेंगे फिर ये इतने रंग बिरंगे क्यों हैं? तो रंग बिरंगे क्यों होते हैं वो भी बता दूं। एक दृष्टांत से जो आप समझ पाएंगे। बीज होता है, एक बीज है किसी फल का, आम का। अब उस बीज में से समझदार आदमी जानते हैं, उसमें से जड़ निकलती है। बीज में से निकलती है कि नहीं? और जड़ में से पौधा निकलता है, और पौधा में से पेड़ निकलता है, और पेड़ में से छाल निकलती है, और उस पेड़ में से डालियां निकलती है, और डालियों में से फिर पत्ते निकलते हैं, और उनमें से फिर फूल निकलते हैं, और फूल में से फिर फल निकलते हैं, और फल इतना सा होता है, बढ़ के इतना बड़ा हो जाता है, और उस फल के अंदर ऊपर छिलका होता है, अंदर गुठली होती है, गुठली के अंदर फिर बीज होता है, और उसमें रस भी होता है। ये किससे सब पैदा हुए? एक बीज से। भगवान कहते हैं अहम बीज प्रदः, मैं बीज देने वाला तो मैं हूं। सारे विश्व का बीज तो स्वयं परमात्मा है, लेकिन ये मनुष्य जो पैदा हुए हैं, ये बीज भगवान ने महद योनि में अपनी तरफ से दिया है, वो गर्भ है। जैसे किसान खेती करता है ना, तो बीज ला के खेती में डालता है, तो खेती हुई, और जो खेत हुआ वो हुई योनि, और योनि में वो पड़ा बीज, और बीज से वो हुए पैदा, और एक बीज से क्या क्या हो गए? फल फूल सब, सुगंध, सुगंध भी हुई, रस भी पैदा हुआ, छिटका भी पैदा हुआ, पत्ते भी पैदा हुए, और पत्तों से फिर छाया भी हुई, पत्तों से छाया, ठंडी छाया पैदा हो गई, छाया में आदमी बैठते हैं। तो ऐसे ही महद ब्रह्म जो है, ये योनि मूल योनि है, मूल प्रकृति है ये भगवान की। और उससे प्रकृति से फिर प्रकृति की विकृति होती है, और विकृति से फिर विकृति की विकृति होती है, तो उसे कई पैदा आगे होते चले जाते हैं। जैसे एक बीज से जड़ हुई और धड़ हुआ, और कितने हुए कि नहीं हुए, उस एक बीज से फिर कितने ही होते चले जाते हैं। फिर आप भी यहाँ बैठे हो कि नहीं? भाई अकेली थी देवियाँ, अब इनके घर में कई चिल्लर बिल्लर रेजगारी हो गई, एक बीज से हो गए। तुम्हारे अपने शरीर में देखो, एक बीज रूप में आए थे माँ के पेट में, है? और फिर ये हाथ, ये पाँव, ये नाक, ये कान, ये दांत बड़े बड़े तीखे, चाकू से भी ज़्यादा तीखे, और ये नाखून, और फिर लंबी लंबी दाढ़ियाँ, और बड़े बड़ी मूछें, ये सब कहाँ की? एक ही बीज से सब पैदा हुए। आपके बीज से ही आपकी दाढ़ी, आपके नाक हुए हैं हमारे बीज। लेकिन सारे संसार का पहले जब संसार शुरू हुआ, तो एक बीज कौन था? वो कर्म। और परमात्मा ने फिर अपनी मध्य प्रकृति में दूसरा बीज डाला और बीज से फिर तो धड़ाधड़ होते ही गए, बढ़ते ही गए। अब लोग आजकल रो रहे हैं, पॉपुलेशन बहुत बढ़ गई है रोने वाले यहाँ रोते हैं, लेकिन वो समझ नहीं रहे हैं अभी भी कि इस पॉपुलेशन को बंद नहीं कर सकते। वो मर जाएंगे, पॉपुलेशन नहीं मरेगी। जो पैदा हुए थे कि पॉपुलेशन कम होनी चाहिए और वो मार देना चाहिए बच्चों को, गर्भ में ही मार देना चाहिए, और बड़ी बड़ी कई दवाइयाँ भी निकाली, लेकिन वो निकालने वाले वो मर गए। लेकिन ये पॉपुलेशन जो है वो मरी नहीं, वो और बढ़ती ही जा रही है। देखते देखते इतनी बढ़ गई है कि इसकी हद नहीं। ये मूल ज्ञान जो है लोगों को है नहीं, राजनीति वालों को। इसलिए राजनीति वालों को जो है एक नियम बनाना चाहिए कि राजनीति में वही आदमी जावे जो गीता का ज्ञाता है। जब वो लोग जाएंगे राजनीति में तो ये लड़ाइयाँ नहीं होगी, झगड़े नहीं होंगे, स्ट्राइक्स नहीं होंगी और पार्टीबाजी नहीं होगी। रोज गवर्नमेंट टूटेगी नहीं, रोज गवर्नमेंट नहीं बनेगी नहीं, मिनिस्टर आपस में कुत्तों की तरह लड़ेंगे नहीं। कब? कि जब वो ज्ञानी लोग वहाँ जाएंगे, और नहीं तो लोगों की समझ में ही नहीं आता है। तो ये भगवान ने उसने बताया इस श्लोक में कि ये मैं उसका बीज प्रदान करने वाला पिता हूँ, और महद ब्रह्म जो है वो इन सब की माता है। इसलिए हम कहते हैं तमेव माता च पिता तमेव। और प्रकृति पुरुष से अलग नहीं है। मैं जैसा हूँ वैसी मेरी प्रकृति, या यूँ कह दो जैसी मेरी प्रकृति है वैसा मैं हूँ, या यूँ कह दो जैसा मैं हूँ वैसी मेरी प्रकृति है। मैं अलग हूँ, प्रकृति मेरी अलग है, ऐसा नहीं। मिश्री की सफेदी और मिश्री का मिठास दो अलग अलग नहीं है, एक ही है। तो इसलिए ये एक ही है, एक ही ब्रह्म है। वो लोग उनको अद्वैतवाद कहते हैं, जो एक को मानते हैं, जो ब्रह्म को अलग मानते हैं और ये मध्य ब्रह्म को अलग मानते हैं। जैसे हम स्त्री और पुरुष है, वो समझते हैं कि ये भी परमात्मा की स्त्री है, भगवान की स्त्री होती है ना। कहीं में देखा भी आपने विष्णु भगवान की स्त्री, क्या कमाल की स्त्री है। नारायण की स्त्री, नारायण की स्त्री का क्या नाम है? लक्ष्मी है, लक्ष्मी नारायण होते ना। कभी बेटा चना है आज तक लक्ष्मी ने? एक ऐसी स्त्री है, लेकिन उसकी शक्ति से कई बेटे होते हैं। वो फिर कभी आगे जब आएगी बात तो बताएंगे। अब ऐसे करेंगे तो यह अध्याय आज का खत्म नहीं होगा, तो दबादब चल दो तो इच्छा है। अब उस प्रकृति से क्या पैदा होते हैं? जो महद ब्रह्म है उससे क्या पैदा होते हैं? जो कहते हैं सत्वम रजस्तम इति गुणः प्रकृति संभवा, उससे गुण पैदा होते हैं। क्या गुण? सतोगुण, रजोगुण और तमोगुण। निबध्नन्ति महाबाहो देहे देहिनमव्ययम्। ये अव्यय, अविनाशी परमात्मा का अंश जीवात्मा, ये उन गुणों में फंस जाता है। जीवात्मा तो परमात्मा का अंश है, क्योंकि बीज है ना। सारे प्राणियों का बीज परमात्मा है, और अब हमारे घर में जितने बेटे पोते देवते जितने हुए उसके बीज हम हैं। तो ऐसे उस ब्रह्म परमात्मा के कहते हैं कि ये हमारा जो है ये सब कारोबार किससे चलता है? जब हमारा चलता है गुणों से, वो प्रकृति से पैदा हुए गुण, सतोगुण, रजोगुण और तमोगुण। अब आपसे जो पैदा होंगे वो भगवान जैसे नहीं होंगे, वो पैदा होंगे सतोगुणी या रजोगुणी या तमोगुणी। तमोगुणी औलाद होएगी, माँ बाप का न तो श्राद्ध करेगी और माँ बाप को गालियाँ देगी और कहना नहीं मानेगी। रजोगुणी होंगे वो बेटे प्रपंची होंगे, संसार में कुछ न कुछ प्रपंच करते रहेंगे। और सतोगुणी होंगे, वो परब्रह्म परमात्मा के भक्त होंगे, ईश्वर के भक्त होंगे। ये आपने अब ये आप देख लो, आपने जो औलाद पैदा करी है वो सतोगुणी करी है या रजोगुणी या तमोगुणी? क्यों? प्रकृति से वो गुण पैदा होते हैं। ब्रह्म से तो हुआ महद ब्रह्म, जिसको योनि कहते हैं। महद ब्रह्म से प्रकृति हुई, प्रकृति से गुण हुए, और गुणों से ये सारे कार्य हो रहे हैं। इसलिए कहा गुणा गुणेषु वर्तन्ते इति वजते, ये गुणों में ही गुण बढ़ते हैं। क्या होते हैं कि अगर आप मिर्ची खाओगे तो आपके अंदर तमोगुण बढ़ जाएगा, प्याज खाओगे तो आपके अंदर तमोगुण बढ़ जाएगा, कुत्ते बिल्ली जानवर खाओगे आपके अंदर तमोगुण बढ़ जाएगा, लेकिन परांठे पूड़ियाँ लड्डू रसगुल्ले खाओगे तो रजोगुण बढ़ जाएगा, और दूध और फल खाओगे तो सतोगुण बढ़ जाए। ये आपके ऊपर है, और जो गुण आपका है उस गुण के अनुसार ही आपकी सृष्टि पैदा होगी। अब आप कहोगे हमारे बच्चे तो हम जी क्या करें, बड़े नालायक पैदा हो गए हैं। मैंने कहा तो होंगे ही, क्यों? नालायक बाप का बच्चा कैसा होएगा? और सब हंसते हैं बाप और माँ बैठे हुए, और बेचारा दोस्त बच्चों को देते हैं। खुद नालायक हैं, तमोगुण खा खा करके, और तमोगुण से उनको पैदा किया। अब वो अपना तमोगुण दिखाने लगे, तब कहते हो ये नालायक है। तो पैदा करने वाला कौन है? कई लोग कहते हैं भगवान ने ये सृष्टि पैदा क्यों करी? पहले तू बोल के तुझे किसने पैदा किया है? बाप ने। तो बाप ने तुझे पैदा क्यों किया? ये सोचते नहीं है लोग। तो सज्जनों, एक बड़ा है गूढ़ ज्ञान है, इसमें जितना उतरो तो कोई पार नहीं है इसका। फिर भी भगवान बड़े दयालु हैं, और भगवान क्या हमारे ऊपर तो दयालु अर्जुन है। अर्जुन भगवान से ये सब बातें नहीं कहलवा था तो आज हम लोगों को कहां से मिलती? तो ये जीवात्मा कैसे फंसता है भगवान का रूप होकर के? ये क्या कैसे फंसता है कि उसमें फंस जाता है, गुणों में, सतोगुण तमोगुण और रजोगुण में, और फिर उसमें खेलता है, और फिर उसमें रोता है, और फिर उससे छूटने की कोशिश भी करता है। क्यों? कि उसका असली संबंध तो उससे है नहीं, वो तो नकली संबंध है। तत्र सत्वं निर्मलत्वात् प्रकाश कमनामयम् सुख संगेन बध्नाति ज्ञान संगेन चानघ। ये जो है सतोगुणी बालक होते हैं, वो भी कई बार फंस जाते हैं। किसमें? ज्ञान में। थोड़ा ज्ञान हो जाए तो अपने मन में समझते हैं मैं बहुत बड़ा ज्ञानी हो गया, दूसरे को छोटा समझने लग जाता है, अपने को बड़ा मानता है। किसी गुरु ने शिष्य को पढ़ाया, शिष्य ने पूछा गुरु महाराज आपने सब तो पढ़ा दिया, पर आपने ये नहीं बताया कि सबसे नीच संसार में कौन है? और सबसे नीच वो है जो अपने को ऊंचा मानता है और दूसरों को नीचा मानता है। तो फिर सबसे ऊंचा कौन है? पर सबसे ऊंचा वो है कि जो सबको ऊंचा भगवान का रूप मानता है और अपने को छोटा मानता है। हमारे शास्त्री जी को देखते हैं, इतनी विद्या है इनके पास, भंडार है, विद्या सागर है, लेकिन इतने नम्र है, जब देखो तब हाथ जोड़े हुए ही और ऐसे बैठे रहेंगे, जिससे भी बात करेंगे बड़ी नम्रता पूर्वक। ब्राह्मण के ही तो लक्षण है, विद्या विनय संपन्न ब्राह्मण। विद्या भी हो और विनय भी हो, नम्रता भी हो। यहाँ तो चला सा 4 पैसा आया तो ये ऐसी अकड़ दिए देवियां कि अपने माँ बाप को कुछ नहीं समझती और के पति को भी कुछ नहीं समझती, उसको भी डांट बुलाती, तो है क्या चीज हो। इतने ज्यादा अपने को जानने लग जाते हैं सज्जनों। और ये लेकिन ये वही मूर्ख लोग जानते हैं जिनको ज्ञान नहीं है। तो लेकिन वो क्या करते हैं, वो अपनी विद्या में अपने ज्ञान में फंस जाते हैं, अलगमंडी हो जाते हैं। और रजोगुण जो होते हैं वो रजोरागात्मकम विद्धि तृष्णा संग समुद्भवम तन्निबध्नाति कौन्तेय कर्म संगेन देहिनम्। जो रजोगुणी होते हैं उनमें तृष्णा बढ़ जाती है, ये भी मिल जाए, वो भी मिल जाए, एक मकान और बना लूँ, 2 और बना लूँ, बस 4 बना लूँ, फिर कोई बात नहीं, अच्छा मैं 6 बना लूँ, बस 1000 रुपया मिल जाए फिर कोई बात नहीं, हम मस्त हैं। 1000 मिल गया, ये क्या होता है 1000 में? अच्छा कितना चाहिए? लाख। अच्छा लाख, लखपति हो गया, फिर रो रहा है, अरे आप क्या हो गया? बुरा लाख से होता क्या है? अब इस कम वक्त को कहाँ से शांति मिलेगी, तुम बताओ? तो उसका लालच बढ़ता ही जाता है। ऐसा लाख हो गया तो ले करोड़ हो गया, करोड़ हो गया तो अभी कहता है कि नहीं अब मैं कहाँ और जगह काम करूँ ताकि और पैसा आवे। अरे तुम्हारे पास करोड़ों है। बोला होता क्या है करोड़ों से? बच्चों को पढ़ाना लिखाना कितना खर्चा है। ये तृष्णा कभी मिटी नहीं आदमी की। वो रजोगुणी आदमी तृष्णा में पहुंच जाते हैं और कर्म खूब काम करता रहता है। और तमोगुणी तमस्त ज्ञानजम विद्धि मोहनम सर्वदेहिनाम प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिस् तन्निबध्नाति भारत। ये तमोगुणी के लक्षण, प्रमाद, अंट संट बातें करेंगे, अनहोनी बातें करेंगे, आलस्य यूं करते रहेंगे। ये तमोगुणियों के लक्षण है। फिर सो जाएंगे, खूब खुराटे लेंगे, ऐसे करेंगे। तो कहते ये जो है राक्षस की तरह इतने सोने वाले है, बोला ये तमोगुण के लक्षण है।
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः। एवं सततयुक्ता ये भक्ताः त्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः। मय्यावेश्य मनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया पर्युपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमा मताः। ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यमव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम्। सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धय ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः। येषोऽधिकतरस्तेषामव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिर्वाप्यते। ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परा अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते। तेषामहं समुद्धरता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्। मय्येव मन आधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः। अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम्। अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय। अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव। मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि। अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः। सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्। श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते। ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम्। अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च। निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखसुखक्षमी। सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः। मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः। यस्मान्नोद्विजते लोको लोकान्नोद्विजते च यः। हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः। अनपेक्षः शुचिर्दक्षः उदासीनो गतव्यथः। सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः। यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति। शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान् यः स मे प्रियः। समः शत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः। शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु समः सङ्गविवर्जितः। तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित्। अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः। ये तु धर्म्यामृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते। श्रद्दधाना मत्परमा भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रियाः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं। देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
उपस्थित भगवत भक्तों के रूप में मेरी अपनी ही आत्माओं, श्रीमद् भगवत गीता भगवान के मुखारबिंद से निकली हुई अमर वाणी है। और जो भी जीव श्रद्धा सहित इस अमर वाणी को धारण करता है, वो जीवत्व को छोड़कर ईश्वरत्व की प्राप्ति करता है। इसमें कोई संशय नहीं। ये जीवात्मा चाहे जिस देश में रहे और चाहे जिस भेष में रहे, गीता सबका सब काल में समान रूप से कल्याण करने वाला एक अनुपम एवं अलौकिक ग्रंथ है।
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं। देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। Respected Gita devotees, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. On behalf of Swami Gita Kiranji, Guru Bhai Joshi ji, and myself, I extend a very warm Gita Ashram welcome to all of you. Thank you for taking the time to grace us with your presence. Our speaker for today is Guru Behan Swami Gita Kiranji of Gita Ashram, Bangkok. If you would like to share your memories and experiences with Gurudev, kindly let us know and we will reserve a slot for you. The next date available is May the 2nd. A humble request to all speakers, kindly respect the time limits without exception. A timer with an alarm will be set. Kindly conclude when the alarm comes on. Thank you so much. And now, here is this week's special treat from the handwritten autobiography of His Holiness entitled Atmakatha or Swayam Ki Kripa, meaning grace of the self. Those who did not know, Gurudev Maharaj had written his Atmakatha in January of 1999 before he left for the Supreme Abode in March 2000 at the age of 101 years. Give me a second. Okay. On page 20, entitled, May Ash Fall on Your Head, which is a type of a curse, His Holiness writes, there was a drought in Rajasthan. To help people in such a calamity, Sri Narayan Vyasji, a few others, and myself decided to go to Mumbai to collect donations for those who were affected by the drought. We stayed at the house of a rich merchant who was a close friend of Jayanarayanji. We expected him to give generously, but when we requested for a donation, he got angry and he refused to help. He said, everyone who comes to me always asks me for charity. I'm tired of giving donations endlessly. We were taken aback by his refusal and we became sad, but nobody said anything. Even Jayanarayanji was silent. After lunch, all of us went for an evening walk on the Juhu beach. The rich merchant also came with us. We all sat on the beach. The sea was roaring in front of us. The waves kept coming to the beach endlessly. We started a discussion on how big the ocean and the mass of water is, and the countless creatures that live in it. After some discussion, Jayanarayanji interrupted and said, I can think of a wonderful poem. Please listen to it carefully. He said, O ocean, you are an endless mass of water. There is countless wealth in your heart. You take care of infinite sea creatures. No one can describe your greatness. You are so complete with wealth and life, yet you are so salty. You are so salty that a thirsty person cannot come to you to quench his thirst. So, my dear sea, I curse you. I curse that may ash fall on your head. this was an indirect message to the merchant, and he got the message, he understood, and he immediately asked his accountant to issue a check for 50,000 rupees to us and enter it in the accounts as charity for a good cause. This is a very good example of patience, strength, and using the right words at the right time to create a miracle. Well, folks, that's all for today. We will continue on next Saturday. Having said that, I got an email from Gurubai Kapoorji, who's having difficulty logging in. He's having problem with his computers. So maybe he might join later. But in the meantime, I would request most humbly Swami Gita Kiranji to please take it from here. Over to you, Swami Gita Kiranji. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you. So I will set the timer, but I myself cannot see it. So you
I'll
please
let you know.
remind me, please.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Thank you.
10 minutes, right? Can you see it correctly?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it, but can you reset it now at 10 minutes because you've already lost almost 1 minute. Can you reset the timer to 10 minutes?
No, it's okay. I cannot reset. We'll waste too
Okay.
much time. Just
Okay.
continue.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
I don't remember last time where I stopped, but today I'll start with this part. This is part of my speech on the first night when I arrived, Gita Tham. The first night's function, I was asked to talk about my memory about Gurudev. So this part is the last part about when I talk about Maharaji. Gurudev is my experience one night in Gita Ashram, Delhi, Kent. When I was serving Gurudev, we always only in the night when there's no one, everyone left, it will be only me, myself, and Gurudev in the big hall in Gurudev's small room. I was the only person allowed to use Gurudev's private restroom. So I was the only person who could go in and out. So one night, Gurudev was doing something, and I was sitting there. Something happened. I don't know. I don't remember in the daytime. I felt so despondent, and I was thinking in my mind that this world is really hopeless. And I didn't speak it out, and Gurudev somehow spoke out that only Gita Path can bring peace to the world. And at that time, I was shocked. Gurudev said that, but I was not convinced. And it took me 20 years later to realize, after I studied more in many other religions and about psychologies, about NLP, and about energy and many other knowledge. So then I came to realize, and also my own experience, that I used Gita Path to heal people, and it worked miraculously. So this is the recent war's result. And I found that Gita.
Sorry, Swami Gita Kiranji. I just got an email from Kapoorji. He cannot join because of his computer. So you can continue for some extra time if you want.
Okay, can. And if it rings, then just let it go. Okay. So to my experience, to my own understanding, and I found that Gita Path, why Gurudev says so, because it really give us a foundation for children and even for all of us. It worked into our subconscious mind. And I make these diagrams, and the more I made this, when I made it, the more I realized even more science behind it about hormone, about how our body worked, and why Lord Krishna is saying this in this verse and that verse. So it takes time for me to share those. And myself had the experience of walking on the fire without doing any tapasya. I was joining the NLP group, and it proved the Gita was chapter 2 verse 16 really proved so. I walked on the fire without feeling warm burned. It was just warm, just like far infrared feeling. And one may say, oh, it's not really hot. No, that night 2-3 persons got burned and had to be carried to the hospital and came back on a wheelchair. So it really hot. So I concluded my memory about Gurudev. Gurudev lived an example for all of us. He did not, Gurudev, many of Gurudev's teaching, we feel fun, we feel joy. And he never force us that this is the right thing you have to do. You should not do that. Never. But he himself was very rigid on his own principle. He refused when people offer the cow so that he can have the quality meal every day. But the cow will be raised in Gita Ashram Delikan. He refused that because that will be exploiting Gita Ashram. And one old lady, a baker, gave the 365 paisa in that package. He valued it like more than a diamond, more than a big diamond. So Gurudev, when you see him, when you're living with him, even his vibration transform us. We get transformed. He will not use donations, money, on his own welfare. Even he need to go to see doctor, he will not see unless there any disciple offer to take him there and pay from the disciple's own pocket. At the beginning, I wouldn't understand. I thought, I used to hate Gita Ashram. I thought Gita Ashram, why Gita Ashram so stingy? Gurudev has done so much for Gita Ashram. Why Gita Ashram does not take care of Gurudev? And I was against that for many years. Until then, I realized the greatness of Gurudev's example for all of us. All the donation is important. It's carry prayer and faith, and it has to reach the destiny. He always said he's a postman, God's postman. So whatever we give to him, it will reach God's hands. It will reach the goal. So true greatness is rarely loud. He's not on media. He's not on millions of people, popularity, fan clubs. But his greatness, until now, I still cannot find the second one. And the greatest important, most significant thing is for disciple, for his followers to learn, to serve Gita, is greatness is not what we receive, which most people will think, when people give us things, we feel proud, not greedy, but we feel that we are someone. But greatness is what we refuse for purity. This is what Gurudev demonstrates for all of us. It was his whole life. So now it's our turn to be lords, postmen, and postwomen. This is what I presented in the Gita Tham, the first night. So this is Gita Tham. Many of us must have gone there. Albino's there. So it's very nice, nicely taken care of. And the vibration is superb. And the greatness is there, and the greatness of the dedication for everyone who dedicated, devoted the work and life and time for this place is really, really no word can praise that. Like this, like our Peterji and many other, and even the present trust and the workers. It's not easy, but it's greatness. So when we came to this, the tour, I was on the small tricycle, motor tricycle, and Dr. Danesh was my charioteer, drove for me and to visit each places. Because when we came to this room, Gurudev's statues there and the Maharatis there, it reminded me of Gurudev's deep wish, which at that time I could not do anything, and I think it's about maybe 3 years.
Don't worry, you still have another 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. Maybe 3 years before his departure, he went to Bangkok, and I was blessed that I had a chance to take Maji to visit one museum, and that is a human imagery museum of Thailand. And the director came by himself to push the wheelchair for Maharaj and to visit the whole thing in the museum. And Gurudev was deeply inspired by the artistry, and he expressed that he wished to invite this group of the talented artists to go to Gita Tham and make those imagery of characters from the Mahabharata. But this didn't work out. And when a few years ago, when Joshiji and Rajuji visited Thailand, Bangkok, I took them to visit this museum. I wanted them to see the miracle. So it looked like Rajuji was have pranam or have a visit with Gandhiji. Don't you think so? And Joshiji is like he's visiting with Gandhiji too. These are all imagery. The masters, Chinese masters, it looks so real. And the three people playing chess, those are just the resin metal, and the one in pink is our Joshiji. He's not one of those. But this room, we were attending our Gita Giran sharing time Zoom in Gita Tham. And when I look at this photo, I felt that it looked like we were in the imagery, human imagery museum. Everyone looks like one. So I show it to you here. So this is our Raju, and this is another one. Looks so real. So, and Dr. Danesh told me to investigate, and he wanted to have one done of Gurudev's image for the Gita Tham. So I'm doing my best to see if my dream is going to come true. So this is the second day morning. There is a Gita time in the breakfast time, and I was overwhelmed. I thought no one will know me, because those people who know me is all my age or older than I. So I didn't expect such a warm welcoming. And these are Kanpur people, very nice, and made me feel so at home. And this is the first night, the night that I deliver Gurudev, the memories about Gurudev. This is the same night. inauguration, and I was delivering on the stage. And afterward, everyone was so happy. Everyone's so happy in Gita Tham. Is I think we all of us here should next year or year after should go as a homecoming. It's really something great. Nowadays, you all did great job. It was so loving, so same family. Albanji was there. He can testify, Everyone is so just like children of Gurudev, more than siblings. Nowadays, siblings fighting in the family, but here's just loving and helping each others. And the second day, we held our Gita the conference in downtown, in a hall. And I was on the stage, and I don't remember his name. One of my drawback, and I felt, it's my Hindi. I could not enjoy all the speech as much as I should have, but the atmosphere is there. It's very nice, and we were presented some souvenir. Lovely picture. And this is Rasika, I think Rasika, Ramanji's daughter. She was an MC, very, very nice, capable and nice, loving.
Okay. You asked me to let you know. You've got
Okay.
one more minute. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is all about the pictures, just to show. And this is on the last day, Hanuman, in the morning at the Hanuman temple, and the monk, the master, delivered the katha. And this is the night that we're going to have Holi, and it's nice. It's wonderful. And the next day, last, the Havan. And then we have the Holi with the flowers. That's also very nice. And then we come back to Delicant, Gitashram Delicant. This still at in the side of the kitchen, the dining room in Gita Tham. On the left one is in Guru Ma's room. And I got a chance to give Guru Ma some healing also. And this is a Faridabad group came to visit me and also visit Guru Ma. They make a special trip. It's very kind of them. I gave them some healing also. These are the old members who still remember me. When I was there, they were young, maybe 18 years old, 20 years old. Now she's a teacher here, this one. And she remembered me. I could not remember her. But everyone's so happy. This is Jindu Ramji. And so this will be the last of my speech tonight. Jai Shri Krishna.
Wow, so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's amazing. I have no words to describe, but thank you so much. Having said that, I would like to now most respectfully invite Dr. Prasad ji to please give us his pearls of wisdom. Dr. Prasad ji, over to you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you very much, Peter ji. I think it is great. We have heard beautiful presentation from Swami Gita Kiran ji. Now let me start with the prayer to Bhagwan and to Gurudev. Vansi Vibhushitakaran Navanirdabhat Pitambara Darunabimbafaladharosthat Purnendu Sundaramukhat Arvindanetrat Krishnat Param Kimapi Tattvamaham na jane. ज्ञानशक्ति समारूढ़ः तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदाता च तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Guru is adept with Jnana and Shakti. Jnana Shakti Samadhudha. He is adorned with the garland of Tattva, the absolute reality. Tattva Mala Vibhusitaha. Bhukti Mukti Pradata Cha. He grants both worldly prosperity and liberation. My salutation to that Guru. Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Gurudev to all the divine souls present and listening to this presentation. We have been going through chapter 8, that is Akshar Brahma Yoga, Yoga of imperishable Brahma. Since last week, we started to deliberate and understand what Bhagavan has given in verse 14. We also learned that after talking about in verse 12 and 13 about Raja Yoga, now Bhagavan has turned and his attention to Bhakti Yoga. And this verse 14 and 15, they are very deeply deliberated. Bhakti is this essence of bhakti are given in these two verses. It's very deep and beautiful, so nice. Once you understand these two verses, everything about bhakti is understood. Yeah. Last week I told you about the 4 levels of bhakti given by Maharshi Ramana, and this is the continuation from that. In this verse, Bhagavan says, Ananyachetaha satatam yo mam smarti nityasaha tasyaham sulabha partha nityayuktasya yoginaha. O Parth, for those yogi who always think of me with exclusive devotion, I am easily attainable because of their constant absorption in me. He says that it is attainable easily, sulabha partha. But the terms what Bhagavan has put in are not so easy. They are rather difficult to surmount. What are those? He says, Ananyachetaha satatam nityashaha nityayuktaha yoginaha. There are 5 conditions. If you fulfill those 5 conditions, then it is easy for you. We have last week deliberated extensively on the word ananyachetaha, and let us move on to other 4. Second and third, Bhagavan talks about satatam mam smarti, satyatam and nityasaha. Satatam and nityasaha are qualified for mam smarti. Satatam mam smarti. Uninterruptedly, without any break, keeps on remembering me. That is the meaning of satatam. Or nityasa smriti mam. Not that you have done it today and forgot tomorrow. No, you have to go on and on throughout life, regularly, so uninterruptedly, and keep on doing all the time, all the time. You see, Saint said so many people who are having rosary and keep on doing as long as they are awake. They keep on using rosary and remembering Bhagavan, at the same time engaged in the work, whatever they are doing. That other word is more penetrating. He says, Nitya Yuktasya. That means not only you are remembering him, but as you keep on doing this, you come to a stage when you become merged with him. This merging word you keep on getting in Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavan talks about it several times in the Bhagavad Gita. Let us understand what these procedures, remembering Nitsa all the time and merging into it, what does it mean? There is a relationship between sadhaka, the seeker, sadh, that's to be attained, and the process, that is sadhana. Now, sadhaka are of very many different levels, which we know it, we understand that. Sadhya is also of different level. Sadhya could be Brahma. Brahma at that level, Nirgun Nirakara Brahma. Akshara Brahma. Abhyam Brahma. That level is Nirgun Nirakara Brahma. That could be the Sadhya. Then, if that is very high, let us talk of Sagun Nirakara Brahma. Saguna Nirakara Brahma is Ishwar, Bhagavan. No, although you have the understanding, but you do not have the form. That could be Sadhya. If not that, there could be the Sagun Sakara Brahma. You have Bhagavan Ram, Bhagavan Krishna, Bhagavan Shiva, Ma Durga, Ma Kali. All these are the levels of Bhagavan Sagun Sakar Brahma. That could be Sadhya. So you have Sadhaka at certain levels, you have Sadhya at certain levels, and you have Sadhana, which has been given to you, those who are disciples of Gurudev. Gurudev has given you so many ways, he has shown you so many ways how to move on to that path to be able to attain that sadhya. But over a period of time, if you have been remembering him, you are trying to do all your japa and all those, a stage comes when you are at a level when you are sitting with your sadhaka, with sadhya in your mind, and then you have sadhana, you are using your mantra, those who have given the Gurudev mantra, that mantra is also a sadhana. So you have the mantra, you are reciting mantra, smriti, satatam all the time. When you do this, over a period of time, you realize that your japa or rosary, you don't have idea what is happening. Rosary goes on, then a knot comes. A knot at the end of rosary reminds you that one rosary has finished. Then you get more or less awakened. Oh, till that time, the rosary goes on and on and on, and you get disconnected from the rosary because your attention is to Bhagavan. If your mind is getting fixed on to Bhagavan, then your connection with the rosary goes off, and you are putting all your attention onto Bhagavan. Then a time comes, and that is the crucial time. That crucial time is what is called merging. When you get disconnected yourself from sansar and you are merged with Bhagavan, you are sitting there, but you are not there. As you have left the count of rosary where it is going, so also you get detached from Bhagavan and you are no more the individual, you are one there, either at the feet of Bhagavan or with merge with Bhagavan. That is the your total attention from your mind gets away from you and your mind is not with you, mind is with Bhagavan. That is called what is called merging. There you get merged with Bhagavan. We'll talk about that again later on. But this is the process Bhagavan wants Arjuna, and through him to all of us on the path of bhakti to follow. Once you follow this fine, that is the what process. Then of course you have to be yoginaha. You can't be a bhogi. If you are a bhogi, forget about it. You never will be able to get onto this path of this bhakti path. You cannot. So essential part, a basic fundamental part is that you should not be involved, not that you should leave the sansar. No, you be there, perform all your action, perform all your duty, but without attachment. You should be asanga. If you are performing whatever action you perform, if you are asanga, then you are a yogi. You are not attached. Your karma will be akarma. Karmanye karmayah pasya. Akarmani cha karmayah. Sa vidman manusya. Sa yuktaha. You see the word yuktaha come in, and that is the what Bhagavan is talking about. So you are performing all your actions, but without attachment, without remaining involved in it. Once you are uninvolved, you are a yogi. And Bhagavan has beautifully described about yogi in chapter 6. We have gone through this, but again, we should remind ourselves what Bhagavan has told, and I will keep on reminding time and again, because these are the things that are very basic, fundamental. When he says, tapasvibhyo diko yogi ज्ञानेभ्यो विमतोऽधिकः कर्मेश्चाधिको योगी तस्मा योगी भवार्जुन. Arjuna, be a yogi, because yogi is superior to ascetic, those who do tapasya without getting for certain purpose. If they mind, then yogi is superior. He also appeared to Jnani, who may have knowledge and he is proud of that. He is no more a yogi. Even superior to Karmi, because if he is performing all over, even ritualistic performance he does for his gain, yogi is not, he is not a yogi. Bhagavan says, be a yogi. And what level of yogi? Bhagavan says, योगिनामपि सर्वेषां मदगतेनान्तरात्मना श्रद्धावान् भजते यो मां स मे युक्ततमो मतः. Among all the yogis, though with his inner self merged in me, see, the word merged comes in, worships me with full faith, love and devotion, I hold that person to the best of yogi. So, you see, the word satatam comes in. Among those, so all these things, Bhagavan is talking about being yogi, and all those five conditions which Bhagavan has laid. Among the five practices, satatam word plays a very crucial, very special role. uninterruptedly for a long period. Why? Because with this practice, once you practice this, then you get firmly established. Patanjali Yoga Sutra beautifully describes this, says, Sa tu dirgha kal nairatnah satkar asevitah dridabhumihi. Tu, but sa, that practice dirgha kala, for a long time, nairatnarya, without obstruction, satkar, with reverence, asevitah, they practice. What will happen? Dridabhumi, that becomes firmly established. So the practice is important. You have all those methods you are going to apply, but apply that full understanding, and for a long period of time, it itself get established in you. And the example is beautifully given of Sant Tukaram. You all know heard about him. Tukaram was a saint from Maharashtra, and he was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. He called Vithala. So Vithala, 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 Vithala. He was all the time. From the time he would get up from bed, he will start reciting Vithala, Vithala, Vithala. So much so that nothing for him but Vithala. Once he was going in a village and the road was murky and dirty and very filthy. There are a few pandits who saw that he is going on along the path which is dirty, unholy. He should not be reciting Bhagwan's name. So he stopped him. He told him, look, this is not this अपवित्र जगह है, स्थान बहुत अपवित्र है और आप भजन कर रहे हैं भगवान का, ये ठीक बात नहीं है. This is not right that you should be reciting Bhagwan's name on the path which is unholy. When he was stopped, it seems from his all parts of the body, Vithala, Vithala, Vithala started to come out. They get frightened. What is this? He is not reciting from his mouth. From all parts of his body, Vithala, Vithala started coming out. They got stunned and they could move out. See what has happened? As he was reciting over the years, the whole thing, he was submerged in the ocean of that Vithala, and he was Vithala himself. So that is the example given of one who keeps on satatam, practicing the thing all the time, all over. Now, a question is asked. Is there a love affair between sadhaka and sadhya in Bhakti Yoga? क्या भगवान और साधक में कोई प्रेम संबंध है? It says yes, indeed. And the relationship is not ordinary. This love affair is not ordinary, but supreme. Who says? It is mentioned in Narad Bhakti Sutra number 2. It says, Sa tasmin param prema rupa. That devotion is indeed in the form of supreme love for him. The connection between the sadhaka and sadhya is that of a prem. When we talk of shraddha, in that shraddha, prem is important component. Prem, love, faith, and devotion. Those three components constitute the word Shraddha. So the love is important component of Shraddha. And that love, Narad Bhakti Sutra says, is Parama Prema Rupa. It is that of supreme level. And that is the connection between the Sadhya and the Sadhaka and the Sadhya. We will give you a few examples of that. In this verse itself, when you dissect it, you will find that Bhagwan talks about yo and tasya. When you say yo and tasya, that is the seeker, that is the sadhaka, and he is the premi, he is the lover. He talks about mam and aham. When you say mam and aham, that is for Lord. He is sadhya, he is the beloved, he is the premika. So there is a connection between this lover and beloved, that of sadhaka and the sadhya. And you will find this in Bhagavad Gita in many places. Somebody has mentioned, when a love intoxicated devotee, see the word love intoxicated devotee, keeps remembering Lord incessantly, Lord too feels the pang of separation. Lord too also feels pang of separation, and that is not ordinary, it is rather unbearable. जब विरह की आग फैलती है तो ये दोनों ओर खिलता है. I remember Mahakavi Kalidas in his कालिदास रचित एक मेघदूत फिल्म आया था 1945 में. आग विरह की जहां भी पाना, आग विरह की जहां भी पाना, बरस बरस कर उसे बुझाना, ओ बरसा के पहले बादल. So where there is viraha, there is fire, there is agni, viraha agni. Like Jatragni, there is viraha agni. That viraha agni, to quench that agni, to take away that fire from there, you have to pour water. And that is the water of prema. That is the power of love. That love has to be put in there. Now, we also know we have beautiful, in fact, rare example of Ananya Bhakti, and examples of Meera and Swami Ramakrishna are forefront among these examples. Meera, from the very childhood, she had taken Bhagavan Sri Krishna as her husband. मोरे तो गिरिधर गोपाल दूसरो न कोई, दूसरो न कोई, that is Ananya. We discussed about Ananya. Mam eva, my, only me. And that was only one husband for Meera, and that was Sri Krishna. In that verse, he says that मोरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूस जाके सिर मोर मुकुट सोई पति मोरे. Not that Giridhar Gopal, somebody else. Somebody else can be Giridhar, somebody can be Gopal, and she qualifies and says, no, don't make mistake. जाके सिर मोर मुकुट सोई पति मोरे, मोरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरो न कोई. And what happened? At Dwarkadhish temple, when Meera started to dance and sing, and crave for Bhagavan is so high that Bhagavan Krishna had no other choice. He also got that crave to get Meera into him. And that's what happened. Meera got into the temple inside. People who opened the door, they found there was no more Meera. Her sari was all around Bhagavan Sri Krishna's idol, and the Ektara, the Veena, was lying by the side. She was not there. That is Ananya Bhakti, and that is what is called merging into Bhagavan. साधक साध्य में प्रवेश कर जाता है. when that is the beautiful example of Ananya Bhakti as well as भगवान के साथ merge हो जाना. Also example, beautiful example is given of Swami Ramakrishna. He was small, he was a young boy, and his brother was a priest in a temple in Calcutta. So mother, since he was not very much interested in studying, mother felt that he should go to join his brother. He went to the brother, and brother was doing his arti and everything. He got into that priesthood there. When he became a priest after the death of his brother, then he got associated with Ma Kali. And with Ma Kali, she was so much deeply involved in the prayer and the praise of Ma Kali. He wanted to see her. And for that, she got almost mad, and people called him mad. Because he was behaving in that way. So much so that he will go and rub his face on the feet of Ma, and blood will come from his forehead. People have seen blood coming out from there. That was the crave. Birah ki aag jal rahi thi. The fire of separation, he wanted to be with Ma Kali, wanted to see her in form. And that crave also, Ma also could not bear it. See, it became too unbearable for Ma. She couldn't stay there just like a statue. She had to come out of that. And Swami Ramakrishna had darshan of Ma Kali several times, not once and several times. So these are the beautiful, wonderful examples. In recent times, Mira was not sometimes once upon a time there was a says. No. See, and Ramakrishna means how? They were all recent and beautiful examples how devotion for God will lead God to be one with you. You can become all these things Bhagavan has told in the Bhagavad Gita. When? We don't know. That was the time, it has been a time immemorial. This Gyan has been coming to us, and all these things are not just a knowledge to be gained and to be studied and to be researched upon. No, these are the hard, dead facts which we must realize, and we try to follow those things. And it is not that we are following some path which we do not know where to go. We know where it will go. We know that there is a sadhaka and sadhya relationship. And that sadhak relationship is so sound. So even if you follow the path, it will come that in this chapter, if you follow the path and can't, are unable to reach that stage, when you're gone from this body, you get into another body, you will start from there, and then you will have easy path to be one with him. We will be studying that in this very chapter which comes later on. Now this thing which Bhagavan has been talking about, he has given his vow, and he keeps his vow. He says, Ye yata mam prapadyante tans tathaiva bhajamyaham. The aag is both sides. The बिरह की आग दोनों तरफ है. अगर आप में बिरह की आग जल रही है तो भगवान भी उतने ही बिरह की आग में जलते हैं. It is on both sides. In whatever way, in whatsoever way, जथा माम प्रपन्न, जैसे जैसे आप जिस तरह से, जिस भाव से आप भगवान को सरेंडर करेंगे अपने को, I reciprocate accordingly. Exactly the same way you surrender on to me, I will give you my darshan, I will give you my grace, and that is absolutely no doubt about that. Now we move on to another statement here. This is from Swami Ram Sukdas. He has also given a beautiful thing I thought I would share with you. What he says, अपने अंशी भगवान को पहचान लेने पर भक्त में प्रेम की भूख. So I am talking about love affair. He also says the प्रेम की भूख बढ़ती रहती है, उसको प्रतिक्षण वर्धमान, एक beautiful word he has used, प्रतिक्षण वर्धमान, that keeps on increasing all the time. असीम अगाध अनंत प्रेम की प्राप्ति हो जाती है. यह प्रेम भक्ति की अंतिम सिद्धि है, हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ द accomplishment of love and devotion. By recognizing the Lord, whose part He is, once we realize that aham mamayvangso jeevaloke, that I am part of Him, I am not different from Him, I am one with Him, I have just separated. If I take away that what makes us to feel separate, then that we one with Him. So once we realize that I am part of Brahma, part of Him, then, and what happens? The devotee's hunger for love keeps on increasing. Vardhaman, it keeps on increasing all the time. And he attains infinite love that increases every moment. This is the ultimate accomplishment. This is a statement from Swami Ram Sukdas. So beautiful, I thought better share with you. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev.
Jai Shri Krishna, Dr. Prasad ji. As always, beautiful, beautiful, deep, yet simple to understand. We really appreciate you. What would we do without you? Thank you. Or should I say, what would you do without us?
प्रेम दोनों तरफ है.
Just kidding. Having said that, I now like to respectfully request Swami Gita Kiranji to please bless us with the healing and meditation session. Over to you, Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you. So nice. Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Gyan Namutim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrisham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamajalam Savati Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. के लिए आगे बढ़ो। सुख शांति का भंडार तुम में है भरा। गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो। भगवान के तुम अंश हो, बतला रही गीता तुम्हें। परमो अनिद्रा न सोते काल बहु बीता तुम्हें। तुम हो अजर, तुम हो अमर, मरने की झंझट छोड़ दो। पाओगे अपना रूप, जग का प्रेम बंधन छोड़ दो। गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो। जिस धाम से नीचे गिरे, उसके लिए फिर से चलो। होगा न फिर आवागमन। गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो। स्वामी हरि हर जी कहे, गीता जगत को तारती। सब भक्त मिलकर प्रेम से इनकी उतारो आरती। गीता पढ़ो, 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 गीता पढ़ो। सुख शांति का भंडार तुम में है भरा। गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो। You can now gently and slowly open your eyes and know that you are a unique and beautiful spiritual being of pure consciousness, and all you have to do is to shine brightly wherever you go, to whomever you meet, and you'll be helping your beloved ones and helping the world. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev Maharaj. Stay blessed.
Thank you so much for a beautiful session, Swami Gita Kiranji. Having said that, I now would like to request you to please conclude the session in your own words. Over to you, Swami Gita Kiranji. Unmute yourself.
Yes. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you so much to attend this, participate in this Zoom, and no word to say. I thank you, everyone. And I felt that our Zoom, our activities are very important to the world. Whatever activity we are doing with Gita, especially Dr. Prasadji is contributing, we need all this good vibration to lift up the frequency of the world. It's the first, we know that most of us must have heard of the prophecies that it's time that the world is going to meet some great problem. But I believe Lord Krishna's words, his promise, everything will be fine. Hari Kriya Hari, and we do our duty, we do our part. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna.